what it means? All right, sorry about that. I didn't know what that meant. So if you're familiar with cryptocurrency or Bitcoin, can you type a 777 in the chat for me? If you are not familiar with that, well, cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, I found out about Bitcoin at $400. Okay. I found out about Ethereum at about 13, 14 cents. Well, my sister-in-law, she told my husband about Ethereum at 14 cents.
You're not
And
screen sharing.
I also bought 10 Bitcoin. Hold on, let me just share this. I also bought 10 Bitcoin and I did not know what I was doing and I sold it right back. Oh my goodness. What a mistake did I make? So when I found out about this, I promised that I would make sure I take it seriously. And what I learned was amazing. I'm going to share my screen on the a mini view of the tour that I went to. Okay, so let me share my screen. And I'm going to share my sound. This is Mark right here, who's going to be speaking. We had over 20 leaders fly out here, and we're actually in the gold mine. If you see behind him, it's thousands of acres of gold out here. He's going to say a few things that I felt was important that I wanted to share with you.
To seeing this get developed. So she's probably she's
Y'all
in
hear
her mid
that?
80s, mid to late 80s. Yeah, I don't know her exact age.
No, it's very low.
She was
Is it low? Okay, let me see if I can turn it up. I'm going to turn it a little bit. I'm going to turn it really high on my end. I'm actually going to be talking to some Chamber of Commerce members about this, and I'll go over that as well. It's
You have
pretty.
you have to.
I'm sorry. Okay,
actually
I'm gonna
born
go ahead.
in shaft number 13, jackpot number 13 mine.
What?
Yeah, so yeah, so
Wow.
her mom gave birth to her in one of the mines, and that's
What?
one of the amazing
That's
stories.
What
cool.
year?
Hmm.
8 years ago.
That would be in the 1930s, probably.
Yeah.
1930s.
So she's
What?
90
How do you
something?
spell the last name?
Thake.
T-H-A?
Thake. CKE.
And how much
It's barely audible.
the family?
Is it?
10 years ago, she had
Hmm.
done an estimate that there was 12 billion. So if you, and that, so that was
I'm not sure how to
was
do it
less
higher.
than $1,000 per ounce. Now,
Yeah, 10 years
No,
ago.
it's 100,000.
yeah, yeah,
4232, right?
yeah. So
Today.
now you
4,032.
quadruple that. So that's
Wow.
quadruple the
So
number.
gonna keep going up.
Yeah.
So that means that our crypto will be going up because the value of gold is going up, right?
Absolutely.
bet.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, baby.
Can you talk? Can I ask? How does this tie into the gold for a person who doesn't know about
Okay. Well, what
the
people should
coin
know-
and the gold? How do they tie together?
Okay, so the gold here is going to be used. So right now we're looking at doing a 43-101, which is basically a reserve estimate, proven reserves.
Evaluation.
Evaluation. We'll drill wells and test all the ores, test all the tailings, and confirm the numbers. Then we do a reserve estimate. Those numbers, we can actually take that into trade, even if it's 10% of billions of dollars. That's a lot of money. That's hundreds of millions of dollars to back the crypto. Basically, hundreds of millions that we'll be able to use to create liquidity, for the investors in the global gold. So that's really the strategy, is to leverage these tailings.
For someone who asks, what does backed by gold mean? What would you say?
It would be like, remember when the US dollars were backed by gold and we had Fort Knox, we had physical gold? Well, today, we don't actually have to build a Fort Knox. We can leave the gold in the ground. As long as they're proven reserves, we can draw about, let's say, 10% of the reserve estimate. And Gary could probably speak more to that, but
Yeah, 100%.
You want to say something?
I mean, that's the key, is what he said, was the documentation, certifications on geological report. They'll be doing some drillings, core samples. They get it tested. Then you take the value of that. They'll do the math on all the square meters and feet here, and then that can be put into some numbers, and then you can get some actual banking business done where they can actually monetize a fraction of the asset value
Okay.
on proven documentation and reserves here.
Okay. Thank
So,
you.
yeah.
Wow.
Thank you.
Okay, that's powerful. Very, very powerful. I just want to share that with you. Very, very important information that you want to know about that as well. Now, 20 leaders met inside of Nevada together, and we were able to see and go around and see the proof of everything as well. So it was very, very powerful. So a few of my notes that I want to share with you today. Now, since yesterday, the call yesterday, already it went up to $2. It went to $2. I actually found out about the coin at about 40 cents. At about 40 cents. So it's very powerful. Massive leadership validation as well. 20, like I said, 20 leaders came out here and saw what I'm showing you on that, clip. 7-figure earners with global teams. They verified the mine in person. Historic over, it said 12 billion, but it was over 15 billion in gold. Okay. The price of gold is growing substantially. So Patricia Thacke is the last living heir. She was born inside the mine, and her family mined millions of gold, and there are vast untouched gold remains. So 80% of that gold is still untouched. Only 20% mined historically, and the tailings contain massive future value. The reserves are backing the coin, proven geological reserves. And if you're familiar with Ethereum or other cryptocurrencies, like I mentioned earlier, they did not start off with any backing of any coin or anything. The people were able to drive the market. Even 10% backing equals hundreds of millions of dollars, which keeps our money safe and secure. Banks also recognize these asset values. Even if the gold stays underground, it can be recognized like the old U.S. gold standard, which the dollar used to be backed by gold. It is not anymore. Just think about that. The currency that we use, many of us use who are in America, was backed by gold. It is no longer backed by gold. But what you are seeing today with the global gold coin is backed by gold. That is so important to understand. No full mining is actually even needed. Banks only require reserve documentation, which we were able to walk around and see, and the 43101 are going to be full documentation of that. So this allows instant liquidity. Now, the closed loop ecosystem, where we're going to be able to do peer-to-peer with each other, they're going to also be looking at merchants and stuff like that. We're going to be able to participate in transaction fees, and Binance made $86 billion in fees on the Binance exchange. Just imagine being able to be part of an ecosystem like this and be able to do peer-to-peer and be able to get a portion of the Binance fee when this launches. You are so early knowing about this, that all of this is not even fully done, right? The website is not fully done. It should be done at the end of this month, okay? So you are getting discounted prices tonight, and a special treat for you all. Even though the price is $2, we're going to be honoring the promo because we didn't know it was going to go to $2 so fast. We're going to be honoring everyone on this call who gets started. You can still get the price at $1.50, okay? At $1.50. So that's very important. So monster leaders are joining. Teams of 1 million plus are involved. Leaders don't just join hype. We join what is real, okay? What is going to help the people. Even a good leader will do that at least. So Millionaire Conference, December 12th. Super excited about this. We'll be going back to Las Vegas on the 12th and the 13th. Real event. And anyone who gets involved with $1,000 or more, and you come to this event, you will receive 10,000 in coins. Okay, just for attending. So Professor Robert has huge influence. He's built over 100 million actually in a year, trained thousands, publicly backing this project as well. He teaches wealth mindset principles and builds financial systems, and you can learn from millionaires and billionaires. Okay? Prophecy, dream alignment, perfect timing. This is divine timing for you. And very, very excited. So we captured all that footage. The coin is now $2. Okay, extended to December 10th. You're going to be able to be a part of these multipliers. Let me show you the multipliers that you will be able to be involved in. And just because you're on this private invite only Zoom, which on this Zoom, this is a Zoom where you have to be invited to, okay, to participate in these type of figures that I'm going to be showing you and to get these back end deals. Now, if you go on the exchange and you just go and put coins on there, you're probably not going to know about these private invite only numbers. Okay, so let me just pull that up for you and make sure I have the correct updated information as well. Just give me 1 second. Let's see, it's right here. Just making sure I have the correct numbers for, they said for everyone on this call. Let me show you what you're going to be able to get. It's sending right now. Let me just refresh it. Here it is right here. All right, so let me share my screen. Share. There you go. All right, so right now, the coin today, it went to $2. Congratulations to the Global Gold coins. Today it went to $2. It's estimated to go to $3 very soon. Okay, and we really are shooting for the leaders who are there, and a lot of the people who are coming on board. They're actually going to Jamaica to close a huge deal in the millions and millions and millions of dollars. Okay, so let me pull up the other one. All right, so here are the coin multipliers, crypto backed coins backed by gold. Okay, so if you buy $1,000 worth, you get $10,000 worth of coins. Okay, anything under 1,000 is going to be the 3 times multiplier. So $500, $400, $300, or $200 is going to get you 3 times the amount. So other multipliers, let me make sure I have those correct too. I always try to get the updated information for you all. Just give me 1 second. Coin multipliers. Yes, so anything under $1,000 will get you 3 times. Okay. Yeah, that's correct. Anything over $1,000, between $1,000 to $10,000, you're going to be able to get 10 times, 10 times the dollar amount. Okay. Very, very powerful. And then on top of that, if you do $10,000 or more, you're going to be able to get 12 times the multiplier. Oh my goodness. All right. If you want to take a picture of this, let me share that so you can get that information as well. See, there you go. So bonus multipliers, 3 times tier, $200 to $999. 10 times tier, $1,000 to $9,999. And 12 times VIP tier is 10,000 plus. You will get 12 times the amount. Okay, 12 times the dollar amount. That is only for people who are connected to someone who invited you to this call. Okay. A little bit about the comp plan, and then I will let you all get instructions on how to do this. 10 times level 1, 10% you will be able to make on your referrals on level 1. 5% on level 2. You will need to have at least $3,000 in sales to participate to unlock level 2. Level 3 is 3%. Okay, very simple, very, very simple. Right now, until the site is done, what you will want to do is, I will go over that. You will want to have a chat. I recommend you don't have to do this, but what I do is I have a chat, or I created like a WhatsApp or a Facebook group chat with your personals, okay? And when you put in your order, you want to share that with your sponsor, okay? Share that with your sponsor. So you want to sign up in whatever.
Dominic, I'm here.
Hi, Professor Robert. How are you?
I didn't want to interrupt you because I was so excited that if I buy $10,000 in coins, I get 120,000 coins. And if the coin only goes to $10, I'm a millionaire.
Wow. Powerful. Yes.
We have 148 people on the call tonight. All of you could be millionaires next year. Dominic, I just had a 20-minute chat on WhatsApp with Seth, the billionaire from New York. Is everybody taking notes tonight, Dominic?
Yes, I hope so. I told them to take notes today.
All right, so please take some notes. His name is Seth, S-E-T-H, Burgess. We were in his office on 99 Park Avenue. He has 2 floors of the building. Seth Burgess controls $80 billion of Bitcoin. 80 billion. Write it down. 80 B-I-L-L-I-O-N. 80 billion. He is becoming a 10% partner in the global gold coin. Write that down. 10% partner. So in our company, he will own 100 million coins, and he promised us in writing, we're getting a contract in December, that his 5 million crypto people and his 10 billionaire crypto buyers are going to push the price of our coin to $100.
Wow.
Next, I'm flying to Jamaica. Joe Reed is already in Jamaica. Keith Yarborough's heading to Jamaica. I'm heading to Jamaica because next week we have meetings with the government of Jamaica who wants to have gold coins. We're meeting with the Boxing Association leaders in Jamaica and all through the Caribbean that want to have the gold coin and a boxing gold coin. And we're meeting with an Indian group that has 5 million people to bring into the gold coin. Tonight, I was meeting in Miami, and I've had a cold the last few days, so it's hard to talk. But I was meeting in Miami, and we'll put photos. You know what? You ought to have photos for Monday's call, Dominic. But in the group of 20 leaders, ladies and gentlemen, one person had 500,000 downline. He's joining Global Gold Coin full-time. The other person had 400,000 downline, joining Global Gold full-time. The biggest leader in the room, 2 million people, 2 million people, 2 million people joining Global Gold time full-time. The biggest bishop in the room is a leader globally to 5,000 churches coming into Global Gold Coin full-time. Last night I was not on the call because I was on another call with the Harlem Globetrotters alumni. They're coming on to Global Gold Coin, and they had 2 people on the call last night out of 15 people. One of them has access to 10,000 churches, and the other one has access to 30,000 churches. So for those of you that haven't heard my story, God wants me to go help the people. God wants me to help churches. God wants me to give crypto money to the charities. Right now on my wallet is $2 billion, $2 billion of global gold coin. At $5, it will be 5 billion. At $10, it will be 10 billion. At $100, it'll be 100 billion. Please mute your phone, please. Please mute your phone. So we have a big opportunity. We have a great situation. Right now, the leaders that are recruiting leaders report to me that they're signing up 8 out of 10 leaders. 8 out of 10. We brought in an African leadership group that represents 2 million people. They were doing $1 billion a year in sales. And my good friend for 25 years and partner, Rick Aguilas, one of our vice presidents, is working with that group personally, and they have over 16,000 people. So I hope that you don't miss the boat. I hope that you understand that when we're sponsoring the NFL halftime show, December 21st, that you comprehend 60,000 people in the audience. A third of them are crypto people, are going to start buying the gold coin. And 25 million people on TV are going to hear about the global gold coin. And out of 25 million people, 2 to 3 million of those people are avid crypto buyers. Ladies and gentlemen, we only need 1,000 people. We only need 1,000 for the price to go to $10. Only 1,000. We don't need millions and millions and millions and millions. But that's what's happening. We have our new vice president of technology, John, who has spoken on the phone when we were in Vegas. He's got an incredible quantum digital AI system that's coming on board that will grow our company to 100 million people, 100 million people. 100 million people in the next 3 to 5 years. You will have so much help and support from the AI system, it will just shock you. I was shocked as I spent 8 hours looking at the system. It's incredible. It's a multi-billion-dollar system, and John is our new vice president of technology. He has 2.5 million Bitcoin buyers on his computer. And his wife has a Bitcoin university in Hawaii, and she has 1.4 million people in her database. So your job is to get coins. We can't give them to you for free, but your job is to get coins. So right now, you get 100, 200, I guess 200 is the minimum. Now, sell your money in, Bitcoin your money to the exchange or send in USDT, swap with gold coin. Gold coin is going to $3 January 1st, $5 March 1st, $8 August 1st. So now's the time for the early birds to get in. You know, I had some negative people at my meeting today. There's 20 positive people, and I had 3 negative people at the meeting. And they kept piping up with stupid questions. And I said, sir, this is a leaders meeting for leaders, and I'm sitting on 2 billion in crypto, and I don't appreciate that you interrupt me every 5 minutes with your stupid questions. I said, if you have a lot of questions, wait until March 1st. March 1st, we're going to have an AI website that you can type in 5 million questions and you will get the answer. Now we're not here to answer your questions. Now we're here to let you get 3-1, 5-1, 10-1. Now we're here to have an exchange that we've been working on for 3 years that lets you sign up for free and get a Bitcoin wallet with $100 in crypto. I was at Men's Warehouse yesterday because I have to take 2 suits to Jamaica. And the guy goes, "Where are you from, Professor Robert?" And I said, "California." And he said, "What are you here for?" And I said, "I do crypto meetings." He goes, "You mean like Bitcoin?" I go, "Yeah, like Bitcoin." He goes, "You have your own crypto?" I go, "Yeah. Our gold coin went from 10 cents to $1.50 in 6 weeks." He goes, "I want to buy some. I want to buy some. Where do I buy them? Where do I buy them?" And I signed him up in 5 minutes with no questions. Back to you, Dominic.
I love it. I love it. I'm super, super excited about that. Every time I come on here, I get more and more excited. No matter what's happening, it's just a blessing to be here. A lot of people on here are going to be the forerunners to really change your family's financial life forever. And that's forever. So as you can see, the bonus multipliers are there. The 3 times for the $200 to $999, 10 times tier, $1,000 to $9,999. As you can see, as the 12 times VIP, $10,000 or more will be able to get you 12 times the dollar amount. So that will be $120,000. Now, you can also use a credit card. You can use Klarna, Affirm, Afterpay, Sezzle. These are buy now, pay later apps that you are able to apply for in 2 minutes. You can apply for these apps in 2 minutes. I've helped several people get $10,000 in funding, $5,000, $1,000. Even with bad credit, someone got $500. You can use this for that. You will have to get with your upline about that. There's a strategy as well. And we will be doing trainings to teach you how to do this and how to, if you would like to be a part of growing a team, be one of the 6 and 7 figure earners that will be created, and some 8-figure earners as well. Okay. So, like I said, the comp plan, 10% level 1, 5% level 2, and 3% level 3. Here are the leader bonuses. This is pretty cool. Not just cool, it's amazing. If you come in at the $1,000 package or higher, and you let your upline know, they definitely screen the leaders. If you have built a team to 500 plus people or more in the past, if you have gotten to, let's say, $5,000 to $10,000 a month, if you have also, you can train and lead a team, you're willing to do trainings, you're willing to help and grow your team, you have the ability to possibly get 10,000 bonus coins for those who come in at $1,000 or more. Okay. And 100,000 coins, which I am super grateful. Me, Keith, Tommy, Michael, Joe were a few people at the Las Vegas meeting who reached a group volume of $100,000 or more. They are blessing us with $10,000 extra on top of all of the other bonuses, and also 100,000 shares in the company and 100,000 coins, which when the coin goes to $10, that's $1 million. So, Professor Robert, can you hear me? Is this bonus still here for those who were asking about this? Can you hear me, Professor Robert? You might be multitasking.
He's muted. You might want to unmute him.
Let me see if I can unmute him. Professor Robert. I will get the information.
Hello, Dom. According to VP Keith, it's good until the 10th. It's part of the present promotion. So it's still active until the 10th of December.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Dr. Steve Brand. That's my sponsor, y'all. So 100K coins, $10,000 in 100K in shares. Super, super exciting. So you have about 6 more days if you want to complete this. And maybe they may extend it or they may not. I'm not sure. So now coin check match on top of that, if you are one of the leaders who came in at the $1,000 package or more, and you fulfill those requirements, you can also earn an extra 1-to-1 match from your referrals of the coins. Now, how to purchase? Let me take that off. How to purchase? You want to get with your sponsor, and you want to send in your name, email, city, and state. Write down who your sponsor is and the wallet address of your GGC back office. So once you sign up, after this call, you need to sign up for a free account. Everyone on this call should, number one, get your 100 gifted coins. So if you have done that already, can you please type a 1111 in the chat if you have done that already? You got your 100 gifted coins. Let me see who followed directions in the chat. Just type it in the chat. Okay, we got a lot of people who done that. If you have not, you want to get back with the person who invited you. We call that a sponsor or invitee. Sign up and register for an account. You are going to receive a reward for doing that, which is 100 gifted coins. That's the first step of following instructions. You can follow instructions all the way to the bank. Okay. Now, after you do that, you want to decide, you have until the 9th at midnight to participate at this special discounted price for everyone else who is not a part of this call, who does not know someone who is in alignment, close to the top, right? If you're on here, you get the 3 times multiplier, the 10 times multiplier, or the 12 times multiplier. You need to let your sponsor know what you are going to choose, and you want to send your name, email, state, sponsor information, wallet address. Send that to them, and they can either send one of the leaders a copy of that as well, so that you can get those bonus coins. Okay, you can send in you can do Bitcoin, you can do Cash App, you can do Zelle, you can do any of these items. You just want to have a conversation with them to make sure that you get that. Now, if you are, I know some people on here, you may or may not be able to contact your sponsor, or you are able to contact your sponsor. So here is an update. WhatsApp is specifically just for Global Gold Coins to help people, help each other, and make sure you get all of your stuff answered, all of your questions answered. Okay, so let me just post that in here for you so that you can have it. Let me find it. Okay, I just want to make sure everyone is plugged in. I want to make sure you know what to do, right? So thank you all for coming. That is pretty much the presentation. You want to get back with the person who invited you and get started today. Don't delay. So I'm just putting this in the chat. If you need help with anything, let me share, paste, and put it in the comments. So just get back with your sponsor, and we will see you in the inside. All right, everyone. I'll be back here tomorrow at 7:30. Have a wonderful day. Bye.